Wisconsin. An all-new episode of the Edge Whitetails starts right now. Alright, good morning. I'm not used to wearing these stocking caps. Discover Wisconsin this morning. For real. So, as you saw in my video yesterday, I had a plan, an initial setup, and as to be expected sometimes, especially, with not knowing how public's gonna go, I got to that first parking lot this morning where I had planned to go, and I counted 8 vehicles in the lot. And while it's a big area, I decided that it was going to be a mess walking back there and trying to get into a spot where there wasn't already somebody sitting. So, on my way to that parking lot, I had passed another parking lot that I had looked at back in summer, and there was, to my surprise, nobody in it. So I backtracked to that one, used my Onyx app. It was invaluable, MVP of the morning, and with using my Onyx, I just walked all the way to the back of this section, which is still part of the 5,000 acres total the area that I'm in, and I just walked back to the back end of this section. I heard something there. I just walked back to the back end of this section and found a good spot, kind of like a little saddle type area like I had looked at yesterday. And I've got a field behind me, just an open grass field, and I'm looking down a ridge to my south, and then we're kind of looking down a bowl, so we're going to roll with it. That's what this is all about, just gaining some experience and seeing what we can come up with. So far, it seems like I have this back end back here to myself, so, which is odd. I did not expect that. So, looks like a good spot. Actually saw quite a bit of sign with my flashlight coming in, so we're going to sit tight and follow along with me this morning. So, this morning was this was my greatest tool, Onyx. As I said earlier, there was multiple trucks in the lot at the initial spot. So I went to this parking lot that had none, and without Onyx, I would have been literally blind in the woods, but I just followed everything on Onyx, and I've got myself a little spot tucked in back here, I think, and we're going to see how this goes, but definitely Onyx is the MVP this morning. So, it's like 7:45, and haven't seen a deer yet. Plenty of squirrels. I did have one hunter come in behind me, and he cut off to the east. I'm pretty sure he saw me and then cut off to the east. So I think what I'm going to do, though, however, is I'm going to make ever so tiny of a move just to get a little bit better vantage point now that it's gotten light, and been sitting here for a while, and I got a better feel for the lay of the land. Just going to get a little bit up on this ridge back here and set reposition. So keep following along. Hopefully we can get you some deer action here. Alright, so I made a small move and found a good tree. I got a good vantage point here. I can watch a couple whole ridges out there, as you can see. I'm honestly quite surprised that I haven't seen a deer yet. A lot of good area here. As I made a little move, I'm even seeing pretty good sign, but and there's been a lot of shooting, like off in the distance around me, and I'm surprised it hasn't pushed something in here. Very surprised, actually. So lots of shooting down in the bottom along the river that runs through here, and I thought maybe for sure it would push something up, but we'll spend some time in this spot now and see how this turns out. Like I said, this is a total learning experience, so I'm going to get the gun in my lap and kick back, see how it goes. Well, a little update for you. Not much to honestly update. Still haven't seen a deer, which I am honestly completely blown away by the fact that we haven't, because I've heard pressure all around me except for right in this area. So I would have thought, some would have got pushed through here or something, but so far no dice on that. It's about 9:35, I think, is that last check, so still hanging in there. Gonna sit here. After a little while here, it's so calm is the problem. I wish it was a little windier, honestly. I might get up and walk down towards the end of this ridge and just kind of scout a little bit. Like I said, this is an experience gathering trip. Lots of squirrels. They're keeping me a little entertained anyway. Well, here's your 2211. That would be 1040 update. And again, not much to update. Lots of squirrels running around. Seeing as how it's 20 to 11, and I'm a long ways back in this section, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna just kind of look around on this ridge a little bit and kind of really slowly work my way out of the section here and get back to the truck and then meet up with some of the guys in deer camp and see how their morning hunt went. So it's weird. As far as I can see, I thought for sure I would see something now, but it's so calm. There's not even a wisp of wind, and which doesn't bode well for deer movement, as you've seen in my past videos. Anyway, and I was really banking on other hunters moving stuff around, and for the most part, I haven't had any other hunters around me, except I had the one come in early in the dark yet, and kind of turned back and went the other way. So I've heard a lot of shots in the distance, but nothing super close. So just not that pressure wasn't there to move them around, I guess. So we'll do a little bit of scouting and maybe try and find a spot to sit for the afternoon on my way out of here. So I'm not going to wrap this up yet, though. We're going to do a little looking around. We'll wrap it up back at the truck. Well, I'll give it this. It is, at the very least, it's scenic. That's for sure. I just walked out on the point of this ridge, and then it just falls off the earth here, so into the bottom. So I'm going to work my way back out now. As I come down this ridge, there was quite a good scrape line, so I mean, I'm not in a bad area for just stumbling in. Some of the other guys in deer camp sent some text just to see if anybody was seeing anything, and doesn't sound like anybody else is seeing much movement either. So gonna work my way out of here slow, like I said, scouting, and we'll finish this up back at the truck. Well, this is actually a little surprising. Like I said, I saw the one hunter come in behind me, and then he turned around. And I am the only truck in this parking lot. Very surprising. But, so, nothing for this morning. But we're not going to let that get us down. Like I said, we're learning and checking everything out. I'm going to get a game plan together for this afternoon. I'll probably end up coming back to this section because when I walked out, there was some pretty good sign. And then as you get closer to the parking lot here, there's a cornfield across the road. So, and I think that's the only real solid food source other than their natural browse for quite a long ways. So I'm going to try that probably this afternoon. I may even, since there ain't that many people out, I may even take my climbing stand with me. I've got it in the back of the truck, and I found an area that looks pretty good, not all that far in. So may try that out this afternoon. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go regroup and meet up with the guys, see what they saw. Doesn't sound like much, but thanks for watching the Edge Whitetails. Even though there was really no action on this, it's still an adventure. Hope you feel the same way. Tune in. I'll have another one this evening after this afternoon's hunt. And as always, like I always say, until next time, get outdoors.